Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. This is Let's Learn Houdini, episode 2. In episode 1, we have learned the interface and a couple of other stuff. The nodes, the controls, we switched our middle mouse button um, to the other keys on the mouse to protect our hand, and we also created this cool thing. We will continue from here, continue building this thing, learning more about Houdini and its controls, and this is all in preparation for the Double Jump Academy workshop that I will be participating in next Monday, the 8th of July. Y'all gonna watch me participate in that on the stream live, and I'll also be posting my experience on YouTube as well. Okay, so we will learn more about Houdini too. So this will be part 2. We will see where this is gonna take us. Hopefully we cover more topics today. I'm basically just interested in 3D procedural generation for now. VFX can come later. I guess it is also quite an interesting concept, but it definitely has to come a bit later because we need to learn about the 3D modeling aspect of Houdini, a procedural generation of assets, and get our way to HDA, where we could actually create tools to build up a couple of things. Okay, so far we know our plan, and in order to achieve that plan, we need to practice and we need to learn, and that is exactly what this is all about. So I'll go back and continue watching the tutorials and apply my knowledge and try to share with you what I've learned. Yeah, see you in a bit. All right, so we will pause that, everyone. So what we will do is we'll create another one that will be smaller and it will be in the back. We will see how we will do this. I'm basically guessing that, well, first of all, let's get that X mouse thing, right, that we used. Let's enable what we have done yesterday. Let's just change this to, the mouse button 4 should be the middle mouse, the middle click. And the middle click should be disabled because I don't want to be hurting my hand today. All right, so now we could navigate with that. Don't get too disencouraged with this mouse X. You don't have to do it if your hand does not hurt. Mine hurts, so I'm changing it. So don't follow that to the T. Okay, good. So we will zoom out a little bit, try to understand what we've done here, make a little review. All right, so we have made a circle, and let's view it. Go right there. So we made a circle. We made half of it by choosing. Where are we now? We should click here. So we chose open arc. We chose the angle and the division. Then we've added a pulley extrude that enabled the circle to have that shape. Then we have added another pulley extrude from the selected upper loop, and we scaled it into 0 and transformed it into the top here. Then I have added an edit where I actually made those go, come on, Jack. I aligned it as such because before it was like on an angle, so I made it align to 0. And then I added a pull extrude of that, which will look like this, and it will go in the depth. There was one thing that I was challenged with, and that was it was this, let's cover that again. What was it the straight? It was right there. Here it is. We had to actually, just gonna view this. Not this one then, and this one. We had to add output back because otherwise we wouldn't have had a back, basically. And then what we've done together is I've added another extrude here Then we have added another extrude again this way, and so they connect with each other. We've added a transform before we've done that, and we created a new one. And so together they have been merged, and now we have this thing here. And then we have added another extrusion, so we have a leg. And this is something where we tested with the bypass. It looked a bit weird, right? So we just delete that one, actually. We'll delete that one. All right, so thank you for your services. How to delete this? Because the delete key, all right, now it works. Good. Then we've copied it in the x-axis. You could see it here, and we can view it here. Okay, so that's what we've done so far. Just a quick review so things can stick in our head better. Okay, so if we take that copy now, we add with tab another copy. All right, let's see if this would work. Basically, eventually we will copy something. But first, we need to transform something first. So let's add the transform as well. Transform, here it is. So let's add that and connect it, and then pan here. All right. And so the transform will be in the y-axis, I guess. Oh wait, we first have to view it. Yes, in this axis, which axis is this? Is this the x-axis? Or am I missing something? All right, and we will add another transform where we will scale it. I like that workflow better than Maya or Blender's workflow because I can see the damn steps that I took and I will never forget them. We'll connect that and we will actually scale it a little down. So something like 0.5. And we will view it. And here it is. That's too small. 0.7. That should do the job. And we will take it a bit down. Is it this axis? All right, no, it's not. Actually, we need the grid a bit here because otherwise I will be lost. We'll take that axis then. No, it's not that axis, not this axis, but this one. Okay. Looks good, looks aligned. What we will also do and change is another transform. And we'll add it right there. And that transform will snap it back there. So let's take that thing and put it. Is it this axis? Wait a second. We have to view it again. My mistake. And I think, no, it's not that axis. Not that axis, but this one. Okay. So now we have things aligning almost. We'll go back here. Make it go a bit more upwards. Okay, we have to view it first. All right, and make it go. Wait a second. We have to click it as well. So in order to manipulate it correctly. All right, I feel like it's not snapping where we want it. So I'm just gonna go into 0.01 of the value change. I'm gonna stand up a little bit. Okay, so some water. We'll be right back with you. I don't want you to see me drinking water, so we'll pause that. And it should work like this. And then we will continue learning. So we have done definitely put this maybe where it belongs, and we will translate it right there. Actually, we could just use this transform for that. Or let's stay professional, guys. Let's split the transforms so they're not how to say. So if we want to change some parameters later, it's easier to do so. No, not that one. But that one, yes. Looks good. I kind of would like it to be I want this column to be right in the middle. Now, one way to do that is we could take our scale, which is this one, and now we take it to 5, and we view, I mean, we will see it in action anyway. Is this in the middle? Yeah, pretty much in the middle. What we will do is play with the transforms again until it fits right there. Okay, and then the next transform until it fits, which will be right there. Okay, and is this in the middle now? Definitely, it's in the middle. One way to manipulate the height of the circle here is that we let me think. How can we manipulate the circle just for this one here? And the answer to that is well, if we change the circle here, it will change for everything as well, which is something we probably don't want to do. I'm trying to think. Well, we need to split them in a way, but where is the best way to split them? Do we split them after the extrusions are done? So what is this extrusion doing? What is it doing? It's making the legs basically, right? And if we bypass it, there are no legs. Okay. And so here's the first copy of that. And this copy is doing the array modifier in Blender, like that effect of making them go to the right. However, we definitely want the copy for our transform. So the way to do it, I guess, come on, how to think about this. So we copied that to make them go in the x-axis, and now we want a copy for our transforms. And one way to do it is to do the transforms first and then hook this here. And now we should be able to have a copy. I mean, we need a copy anyway for the transforms for now that we've done. We need them to go in the same flow. And so for that to happen, we need quite the count, and we need a certain axis for them to work. So not this one, but this one. Exactly. Here we are. Do we need 2 of those, 3 of those? Nah, let's go with 2. I think this is the fair amount for now. And then what we could do is merge things, right? So if we take that and let's add a merge, and we will merge this thing here. So we merge the first copy that looks like we see in the wireframes because we have enabled template. So this will be merged with what we currently are seeing, and this would look like that. Looking good, looking good. How do I manipulate them separately? That's the question. How do I make the extrusion here? Yeah, that will be a question to answer, but I guess a bit later. All right, so we will keep learning. I guess we just have a learning gap to overcome in order for us to create that effect. So yeah, we will just do that. I'll watch the tutorial. You guys will wait for me, and see you later. All right, so we're right back now, and we will add some stuff to this to make it to, wrap the knowledge in our head together of what is the possibility of Houdini and how does that look like. So we have created two of them, one that is small, one that is big, made sure that they are at the same length, right? And now we will add some modifier or nodes in our case, but you can think about them the same way you would think about a modifier. So as you might have thought already, there are mirror nodes, and we will add that right there. Now each node, so far I've learned, has settings, and those settings can be manipulated if you press enter in the view itself. So here you have a nice like visual guide to where is this taking effect, how it's taking effect. Okay, so let's try to see if we change things, how would that affect the 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 what is it called, the gizmo, I guess. All right, so we see now the origin. If you manipulate that axis here, it would yeah, take it, put it in another axis, I guess. This will take it upwards. This will take it in the other way. Okay, this will only become relevant. I'll put it back to 0 once we have decided for which axis this thing should mirror on. So here we see a direction of 1 on the x-axis. If we put it on the y-axis, it should behave differently. I hope I'm telling the axis correctly. And the way we want it to mirror is on the z-axis. Oh my god, I feel like here are the axes. Okay, so which way are we facing? So up is y, so that is y. So x, y, z. We should keep that in mind. So x, y, z, which is the normal way to think about it. Because when we studied, not the normal way, like there are no normal ways, but when we studied, we have studied the 2D dimension in this way. Was x and this was y, so it was upwards. And the 3D have added the z-axis. In the 3D, like when we studied 3D, we added z-axis this way. And this uses the same. So the one that stay on the ground are x, z, and the one that goes up is the yup. So y up, yep. And if it's z up, it's zup. Yeah, doesn't make sense. That's how people talk about those things these days. It's funny. So let's take the distance, and maybe we actually make it go inwards as such. Okay, so we can see how this pivot had changed, and we can see how we could, with changing the pivot here, how we could make different results. So yeah, you could choose to do it with the pivot, or just if you know exactly what you want, go with this here. All right, so the same concept. Let's make them a bit far away from each other. And now, guess what, guys? We have a Dark Souls level. How amazing is that? Cool. There are a couple effects we still can do, such as a new modifier. It's not a new concept, but it's a new modifier that we will experiment with. It's called the blend, I guess. The bend modifier, not the blend. Stay away from blender from now. Let's stay with the bend, okay? Bend modifier. And I guess we would be able to connect this here and view it. And now we should be able to have a different pivot or a different gizmo for that. We will play with it a little bit. Here we can see how it's working. I love how it's working, by the way. We will try to understand its options that it's offering us here. Okay, so the options here say we have deformation, we have attributes. So for now, we will stick to the deformation. Enable deformation, limit deformation to capture region, okay. Deform in both directions. Interesting concept. We might play with that a little bit. Capture region. I guess the capture region is this blue thing. Looks good. Looks like it's in the same length we need. However, our angle is completely wrong. So if we put that to 90. That actually is not what we want. So this stays the same. We will go with, let's see, capture, Victor. All right, let's try to take this one into the 0 and this one into the 1. All right, here we have a better result so far. There's still the pivot to change, of course, but it is giving us around what we want. Basically, not completely. Let's keep modifying it. What is this doing? Up Victor angle. It's twisting our Victor, which is something we don't really want. What happens if both of them is 1? It would, yeah, it would do that thing right there. All right, so 0, and now we have a capture region. What if this was a 10? How would that work? Okay, so we could see it going bigger. Okay, so if this was a 0, it will be the same size, right? I mean, what if it's a 10 in that axis and 10 in that axis and 10 in that axis? What would happen? Is it just growing bigger? Now we have... All right, we can't see it anymore because it's so big. And if we manipulate it, it would do bananas. Okay, it will go bananas. All right, so 1, 1, 1. How would that look like? And we will zoom in. We will go a little up. What does that thing do now? Doesn't do much. Okay, so 0, 0, 0. That one did something at least. Okay, good. Capture direction. Wait a second. What are we doing here? Okay, now we can see that it started limiting it to those here, to only the blue box. And the reason it did that is because we have decided what the capture region is. Before that, it didn't, right? So if we were to put this into a 10, or actually manipulate it in the view here, well, now we can't see it anymore, which sucks. But 10 should actually maybe a 9. And what are we dealing with here? Still too much in the 8. How does that look like? All right, and if I would to do that, it is not working correctly still. What the hell is happening? That is definitely not what we want. I'll go back to the tutorial and check what they did, and maybe we're missing something. So we'll be right back with. So okay, now we know, and so we will try to fix this. It was the capture direction that was completely fooling us. So now it's going in that direction, but we don't want it to go in that direction. We want it to go in this direction, the X direction. And now we can see that our capture is very low. And our up vector here is wrong as well. Well, good thing we could actually change the vector angle. What am I missing? Let me think a little bit. So I got some of it a little better. We have the capture region that we need to fit the right end of our columns. Then we need to give it an angle of some sort just to know where it's bending. And now we see that it's bending completely in the wrong direction. Wait, let's bring this back a little bit. So now we understand that it's bending in the wrong direction. So we'll make it a 0. And now what we will do is we see that this thing is going this way and we want it to go the other way. And that is our capture direction. So it should be a -1. And now we're talking a little better. Nope. And so we will make sure our capture origin is actually starting at the right point, which is there an isometric view here, guys? Um, maybe we will learn that a little more later. For now, I will do it manually. I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, I'll be happy to do it manually. Sometimes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's make that a 1.1 just to be sure that we're including everything. And now we need to make sure that this box contains everything until the end. And so we'll put it is this, and we will go to our capture direction, and I think that will might make it work. No, okay. So the capture direction is just to know in which direction it is heading. So we will now play with the other. Capture length is the one I think we need to play with here. And now it's half the way, so we will go with something the same value but doubled. So let's go with 16. And now we zoom in here and we will make that a 15 maybe. And now we will zoom in, not quite yet. 5.5, not quite yet. 5.8, 15.8, and we're almost on the edge. Correct? Yes. And so we'll go 7.5. And now we are completely on the edge, I guess. A bit too it's hard to eyeball this, guys. Yeah, we'll look into googling the isometric view, and actually might just do that now because we need it. So we'll be right back, and here we go. So the way to do this is we have a perspective menu right there that I missed, and it goes from top viewport, front viewport, right viewport, UV viewport, and we could see that we could click numbers to enable that, but do I trust this? Because, wait, number? No, that's not doing it. So, I don't know why it is not happening though. So, it doesn't matter for now. Ooh, what is happening? Ooh, don't give up on me, man. Come on. Come on, guys. No. What did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, I fucked it. Ah, it's back. Finally. Okay, so we will. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Front viewport. We have. All right, that's much better, guys. Now we can work more precisely. And guess what? We guessed it, almost to the T. That's good. Yeah, a little bit of intersecting is happening, and we can see some mistakes with our mesh here. And so we'll keep everything as it is now. We won't fix much. It's fine as it is. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that we know how to use this thing. And now we will go back to perspective view. All right, that's amazing. And what happens? All right, and here, okay. Every time I press Alt, we go to the camera. Just notice that. Okay. We have to make sure that this thing is spinning the way we want it to spin. So now we know that we have the right thing here. But if we take the angle, it will go upwards. That is not necessarily what we want unless we have stairs that go that way, I guess. But that is not what we want. We want this thing to go in 180 degrees, just like that. And we want that thing to go this way. All right. So how to make that happen? Looks like a gear now. How to make that happen is that we would need the right vector, I guess, or the right angle. What is that doing? That's doing nothing. Let's keep it on 0. Not that it will mess things for us. Not correct. How does this feel like? Not correct. 0. How does this feel like? Now it's correct. Here we go. Keep trying until it is correct. I don't want it to go this way. I want it to go the other way. So the way we do it is we make a -1 and we cross our fingers. And it is correct. Cool. We're getting things done. That's amazing. Yes, it connects until the end. All right. So how can we bring that, what we have in the template right now, which is the final merge, not the mirror. We don't need the mirror for now, at least. Just the merge. And we will view it too. And I don't know why the mirror is still in template mode. Will look super weird. We want the blend to have a transform. And the way we do that is we add a transform, just like that. And we'll put it right there and we'll connect it. And hey, buddy, can you please go in the X in the back, please? Thank you. We will take the perspective and look at it from the tip and zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And now we will actually take the shading that has both flat and flat shaded and wired. And now we'll be able to see if we're connecting this thing correctly. So middle mouse button and take that thing until it fits. All right. So far, so good. Set view, perspective, and we will view that final result. And now we will merge both. And the way to do that is tap mergey and merge them. You, my friend, go here. You, my friend, go right here. Okay. And now we have a completely wrong distance, and the way we'll do that again is to go through the perspective, and we'll go top view and scale up here, scale down here, and thank you for telling me that I have a break. I will not take that break, so I'll skip it, and we will pause it at one point to take a break later. All right, so our mirror modifier needs some guidance, it seems. And the way to do it is by the distance and tell it to stop at the right point. We see our bend is not completely correct. There are a couple of things to change. For now, good enough, but hey, dude, that's not cool. Template me this. And we will fix that by. I really don't know how to fix this. We could for sure make this thing go. I mean, is it fixable? Like, at all? Is it? What if the angle was a 181? Now it's connecting a bit better. I mean, maybe that's the fix here. I mean, nothing is 100% perfect in architecture or in nature anyway. So I'll go with that lazy fix for now. I hope it's not a lazy fix, but I mean, it kind of looked like a fucking lazy fix here. Well, let's look at everything in the perspective view. So we will go here and perspective view, and hey, let's save before it crashes on us. Looking good, except that we don't have a leg here, and we can see a lot of the mistakes happening right there, and that is not ideal unless we choose to put a door here. So anyway, for now we have a Dark Souls final boss, or like church boss type of deal level kind of here. Looks good so far. It looks super evil and not gonna say the word next to evil right now, maybe later. Okay, so far so good. We've added mirrors, we've added merges, we've had transforms, let's continue watching and try to implement more stuff. Yeah, and see, compare our results with their results. Check it out. And so I'll go back to watching. What's been mentioned so far is that don't expect yourself to create something from scratch while you're learning the tools, which is something I completely agree with, especially with like a program like Houdini. I mean, you kind of really must know the tools, and then you could play around with things. Okay, so what we could do to play around with the nodes is take our layout, which was around here, and we will copy it again. So we will add a copy here before that other copy. Copy this one. Now we'll add it here, and now we'll connect it, and we'll view it. And that copy should, oh wait, let's make the wireframe the end result, and we will, yeah, we'll take that copy and now translate in the Z, and we'll take it up like that. Now we have 2 floors on all the things that we've done. And this is the power of Houdini. And that is one of the reasons why we really benefit a lot from learning this software. All artists, technicians, so developers, we all benefit from learning this software. It's just so powerful. It's so flexible. You can do a lot of stuff. And I guess one way to fix this is that you would do it manually. It's the only manual thing you would do. You would just add the last column there. Yeah, okay. So I bet there's a fix for it, but for now, we will continue to the layouting of things. We'll continue understanding that. And so we'll go to the next tutorial and we will understand more about that. See you in a bit. All right. So there are a couple of new things to add in the theory. So now we have to take a step back in the practice and go a bit into theory again. So I went out of our column. Let's call it column gen, and we will put that here. We will hide it, and we'll create a new geometry. Here we go. Done. Double click here. Give me the, yeah, so we could see where we are. And now if we add just the add node, and we decide to go to the polygon or the particle, wait, to polygons, and we, all right, wait a second. All right, numbers of points, it's going to be 1 point, and in order to see it, we will enable the points. And here it is. And this is the point. It will be 1. All right, so now we can see where the translation of this point is going to. All right, so we're moving that point, and we can see its relation to the world. And now let's add another point. So we'll just add again, and we will add another point, and keep the location on 0, and now we will merge both of them. And we will see that when we merge them, we can see, if we view the merge, we should see a line. However, we're not seeing the line that is connecting them. Let me review the course, and I will be right back. And okay, so one way to do it is when you go to the merge thing should have, if we go here, polygons, and we go by group, and here as well, and we go by group again, we should be able to see the points connecting, right? I'm missing something here. Let's see. Well, we don't want to remove points, basically. We want to keep them. But it is not completely working. Oh, wait. 1, 0. Okay. They don't have any normals. Shade flat. Yeah, okay, something is not working. It's fine though. The point of it is something else anyway, so I'll continue watching and be right back with you. What I was missing is another ad. This is just shows how new I am to this software. We'll add another one and we'll go also by group. And now we see that after we've added a point, another point, and then we merge them, and then we've added a point by group, which I don't know what it means until now. We will have that line. Okay, let's keep going step by step and see what it means, all of this. All right, get you up to speed to some of the things we're learning here. So I'll add a notepad and we will continue on this. There are different types of data. There are integers, integers. Okay. There are. I wrote it wrong. I had to write it wrong, right? Integer. All right. Let me just Google that quickly. I must have a condition with spelling, honestly. Yeah. So just gonna look that up. Here we are, and we got the proper spelling. And here it is. Thank you, Kaspersky. Integers, and then we have floats, and then we have vectors. Now, what do those means? Some people get really confused by those, but it's quite easy. It's quite simple. So integers are a value between could be any number. So the thing about integers, they could be 1, they could be 0, they could be 1, they could be 2, they could be 3, they could be 4, 5, but what they can't be is 0.1, right? So they're an exact number, a full number. And about floats, those are exactly what we were mentioning before. So they could be a number with a 0 or with a point, the comma, 2 or 1 point, whatever. This is a float. It floats. And the vector is basically, it depends if it's a vector 1, vector 2, vector 3. Vector 2 would look like this, for example. So we have the x-axis, and it would have either a float or integer in it. So now we'll go with the float value, and we have the y, and it will have a float value. It could also be a vector 3. All right, let me just put this in brackets as well, and here as well, to make it more mathematically correct, I guess. And so far, yeah. This is good enough. We'll just need those. Come on. And this is vector 2. There are vector 3s and vector 4s even sometimes. So z, now we'll use z, and will also be a float. For example, it could also be an integer, whatever. We're just showing the value. And vector 4 would look like, just let's take that example here and add another one. We forgot the commas here as well. It depends on the language you're using. But for now, we'll add a comma just to stay consistent here. And we'll just name this. What is a vector for example, is color with an alpha. So R, G, B, alpha, and A. That's a vector 4. Okay, so far we have understood that. The reason we added the line here is to show us how we could calculate its value. just gonna put that point here, go back to the add. So we will be able to calculate its length by a certain math. And that math would be, and I'll show you later. Where did we go? Here we are. I'll show you as I keep watching and try to understand this together. And yeah, so I'll be right back. So I'll pause the video. And the way we could compute the length of this line, or the way we compute the length generally, is by, say, for example, this positioning of that line will be the vector 3, right? Which will be like a value of 10, a value of 5, a value of 20. This is how it will look like. And this is only the vector 3 of 1 point, as we could see right here. This point has a vector of 2, 0.9, 0.9, 0.5, 0, and the other one has a 0, 0, 0 for sure. Yeah, here it is, 0, 0, 0. And the way you could compute the length, so far I understood, is that you would take the square values of all of those. So square, and I'm just trying to understand this as you are right now. So I'm also confused, and we will see that in practice later as we keep going. For now, I'll just write this down so I have my notes, and we'll learn together. That's what learning is about, failure. So for now, I don't get it, but we will get there, and we'll see it together. Okay, so we'll continue watching, and we'll be right back. Continue. All right, so far, we will keep going, follow the course, and follow the course of the course, and see what else we could learn. So for example, now if we keep this on override, put it on the side, and we do the attribute creator or attribute create, just gonna type create. By the way, I just realized that I'm spelling integer wrong, and it's integer, not integer. I used to call it integer because I didn't get it, so excuse me for that. Integer is the right way to spell. Okay, attribute create, that thing we played with before, if you remember, where we created our own attribute. And now if you middle mouse button on this, you will see two attributes, the same like before. The point, and they are a float value. That means they could have a dot whatever afterwards, and we can see it right there. So we have position and 3 float. That means it's a vector 3. Okay, and here we have attribute and attribute 1 float. We still didn't assign anything to it. Attribute 1 is this one. Before we didn't have it, we only had position values or attributes. And here now we will call this again Jack the generalist, so we could actually see it. So it is called now Jack the generalist attribute, and it's a float. We could change that though. We could change the float to integer, and now we can manipulate the value right there, and we can see that we can do a 1.7. When we do it, it goes to 2 immediately. Actually, that's a number of attributes. That's not the one we want to play with. I think the one we want to work with is that one. So if we want 1.7, it's working. Why is it working? Give me a minute. I'll be right back. What we will do to showcase that is to show you guys. For now, I don't know where the value could be. So if this is a 1, we will see it maybe in the spreadsheet. And in the spreadsheet, we have the value of 1. So correct. And if we put a .7, it should not work because it's not a float. And the way we could see that it's not a float here, Jack the generalist integer does not have a float value. So we can see int, and it's short for integer. Okay. So that is one way. And the spreadsheet now should say 2. Exactly. It didn't accept the 1.7. It had accepted the 2. Why? Because, damn it, it's an integer. It doesn't get the point. It doesn't play with those values. It's not part of what it's supposed to do. It just knows a complete number and a complete number only. So now we see in the spreadsheet we have a check the generalist attribute here. And before we didn't. And we've done this in the last episode. We have position values, x, y, z, and they are floats. Why they are floats? Because we can see they are .9. They calculate values in between. Otherwise, the thing would only snap to complete values. We wouldn't have this flexibility that we have. All right, fair enough. We have played with that, and actually, we are able to create the same effect with code, with VEX code, which is the language Houdini uses. And I've learned now through the course that the way you do it is you would add, let's try to remember that one. It was kind of like a wrangle, right? Like something with wrangle. Attribute to wrangle. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Let's stick it up in here. And now we will learn together how we could make the same attribute create, but in VEX, and how we will be able to establish a new integer or a float attribute, give it a name. So we'll try to replicate what we've done here, but right in VEX. Okay, so give me a minute. We'll learn how to do that, and we'll try to review it with you guys. All right, and we will try to do it out of memory now. So the way you would do it in VX is a very short language so far. I understood, so it doesn't take much to tell it what to do. I guess for the sake of speed, might make sense. So you would start with actual attribute type. Is it an integer? Is it a float? So you would just add either I or F or V for that matter. So now it's integer, and we will add the at, and we will give it a name. We'll call it Jack the Generalist, VEX, and then we would give. So now we established that it's an integer, and it's called Jack the Generalist, and it is equal. And now we could add the same thing we've done in the other attribute create, its value. So if we put something between 20.5, we might break it. Let's see. And we should add an I at the end. We didn't break. Yeah, we did break it. Here we go. We have a warning or like something's not working. And if we go to the spreadsheet here, we will see nothing. Fair enough. We have an error. So what we would do, it's an integer. Let's try to change it to a float and see if that would work. And we have to change the final value as well. All right, and that should theoretically fix the problem. We might be facing a different problem actually. I didn't know you could double click on that. Let's go with the spreadsheet. We still have nothing. We might not be able to use caps here. Let's see if we are allowed to. So Jack the Generalist, VEX. And let's turn this to integer. Let's not mess with it because computers don't get... You can't mess with computers. I get it now. I think I get the problem. And it's telling me right here under, you see that line under the I I've added there? Well, that is why it's not working. It's not an I, it's a semicolon. And so semicolon will be, just let me get used to this. Here we are. So now it should work, and it should tell me in the spreadsheet that we have a value of 20 and it's called Jack the Generalist VX. And we'll go to the spreadsheet right here. Jack the Generalist VX is 20. Good. Let's try a float value, even though we did not add that. So now we're getting a little yellow icon. And if we go to spreadsheet, it will tell us 20 right there, because that's the closest. But if we go to 20.8 or .7, it should go to 21. come on, go back, because it's an integer. It's not playing around, and okay, it will stay like it is. So code is a bit different than the attribute creator or attribute create. Let's try if we could add a float, and now we could add a 22. I mean, not like we couldn't before it. So now dot whatever number, right? And we'll see if that works in the spreadsheets. Here we are, we have 20 dot. That works now. And now we'll try to see if we could have caps in our code, in our naming, which we should be able to. Should be a big deal. I don't know what's the origin of VEX, like what is the original language of VEX. Maybe worth looking into. Maybe it's C++. I'm just gonna Google it right quickly. Origin of VEX language. And let's check VEX language of origin. Let's see. It is borrowing. Oh no. What? VEX is a borrowing from French. How does that work? What is the no VEX Houdini? All right, Houdini code language of origin. VEX language reference. What is language? What language is VEX coding? Loosely based on the C language. Okay, but takes ideas from C++ as well. As well as the RenderMan shading language. That's amazing. Well, not that I know any of this, but if this would help you, then here you go, and we will see. All right. Cool beans. We will keep going, keep learning, and try to understand more complex. Yeah, they're not complex. It should be simple for people who know how to code, but for me, it's quite complex. So I need to go over it again and again until I get it right. And now I'll go back to learning. So let's review those concepts we just learned. Yeah, so in a way now we understand that we could create new new attributes, and we can assign their values. So jack float, and now we will add a f at not fi at jack integer, and we will just like make different values right now and see how we could create them, so to speak. Semicolon, come on, right there. Good. And so the way to introduce a vector, so we'll call it jack vector. Okay, and that will be the way to do it is, as we've seen with the nodes that we created, we'll create a set. That is what is meant with a set. And now we could add a 2, a 3, a 5, and then we close that, and then we add a semicolon. Keep saying column. And then we could, what I've also learned from the course is that you could just add and one of those values that we created, so jack integer, and now we could give it a different value all of a sudden, so we could access those things. We could add jack vector, and we could equal that to actually we need to access one of the axes, so the y, for example. And now we could say this y value is equals 1000, and this should be able to change the value, but we need a semicolon at the end. Okay, let's see if that worked. One way is to middle click and see. So we have a jack float, it's a float. We have jack int, and it's integer. We have jack vector, and it's 3 float values. And if we go to the spreadsheets, now we see if those have been manipulated. So let's check the jack int. Jack integer is 4, so it really took the value at the end of the line. And a jack vector, the y value is 1000, and here we see that the y value is 1000 here. So it got changed because before the y value was a 3. So we're learning how to how the code works and how to like basically make your life easier. If you were to create attributes, you could just create them all in the language instead of copying and pasting here, copy paste here. It's sometimes helpful to understand the language, and that's good. We're not afraid to get our hands dirty, make mistakes, and learn from them, especially that we have such an amazing community, and not even on the stream, but also outside of the stream. So people who join that could actually help us out. We have Google that could help us out. We have the YouTube videos when they're offline. People are watching them, and if they feel like, hey, they can help me out with something to understand, I could just leave it in the video, and if someone would love to comment on that, they're more than welcome. Okay, so now we'll continue learning, and we'll pause the video. So let's try to understand this together, guys. We see two graphs here that go from 0 and 1 and then -0. So I don't know if you guys have heard about those. They're called cosine and sine, and they are constant values that go from, yeah, we see it. They're constant, so they happen all the time. They loop into that value. So the cosine is the one that starts at 1, excuse me. Cosine is the one that starts at 1, and when it hits the pi value, it goes to -1, and then it goes back to 1. The sine is the one that starts at 0. It's the more moderate one. Let's just delete that. Call it sine. The sine is the moderate one, is the, the conservative one. That's why the red value. And this is the more of, let's not call it extreme, but let's call it ambitious. Okay, so it's not conservative. It's a bit progressive. It goes away from the norm, away from the 0. Sine is conservative. It starts with 0, because when you count, you start with 0, 1, exactly. So this is how you do it. But the cosine is a bit, likes to go a bit outside of the box. So it's a bit progressive, and it likes to go, well, who said that we should start from 0? Well, I'll start from 1, and then -1, and then 1, and then -1, and then 1. But the sine is like, no, come on, let's go 0, 1, 0, -1. The cosine is like, no, 1, 0, -1. This is how we will do it. Okay, so different things, different values, of course, but they are both doing almost the same thing. And yeah, this is how I will understand it from now on. Cosine is progressive. Sine is a bit, it's a bit conservative. Wants to start with 0. But cosine is like, we're not doing that, buddy. Okay, keep that down there in case we would need it again. And for now, I will continue learning. I will be right back with the recording. Okay, and now we have released the recording, and we are able to record this. So we will do one thing, guys, now. So we will actually add a line, and now we will be almost exposed to new stuff to learn, or new attributes to learn from, and how to access them, which could help us big time in the future. For now, it's not that helpful, but we will suck it up and learn. So in the future, maybe it becomes helpful. All right, so one way we want to preview this is we want this to be 50 in length, and we see it will be quite lengthy, like quite big. And by this, I mean the line node. And with points in this property menu of the line, we will add around the same, so 50 points as well. Now we don't see the points clearly, other than seeing the actual points, but we can't see their numbers. And that is because we need to enable this one, which is the graphic with the point and the 1 and the 2. Just checking if you guys can see all of this. Okay. And now we would press enter again, or I'm wondering how we can view the points. This one, yes, okay. I just had to switch between 1 to 2, so just press 2 and then press on the line again, so you will be able to see the points again. Okay. Yeah, all right, so we will hide those so we don't see them anymore. I mean, I think it's the other way around, right? If we... Okay, so now we only see the line, and it goes from 0 to 1 to 2 all the way to 49, because we started from 0 and we have 50 points, and now I'm just going through them, and at the end you'll see point 49. If we have opened the spreadsheet on the line node, we will be able to see that we have also 49 points with their respective positions. Okay. We can see that they are not exactly on the grid, but that's fine. Get some of that coffee to focus. Okay, we will take the spreadsheet nut away and we will try to access those points now. All right. We'll go all the way back, or just have it as such. All right. So now let's bring our wrangle. I like to call it wrangle, but it's called attribute wrangle. Okay. Again, we'll call it let's just type wrangle actually. Wrangle. So here it is. And if you forgot what the attribute wrangle does, it allows us to control access attributes and create attributes and even more stuff through the vex, which is a language in Houdini to manipulate the points and other things as well. The possibilities are limitless, of course. So the way we would access the points here is by what we will do is we will play with the sine and the cosine like we had it before, and now we will add just let me review it real quick. I'll be right back. This is what we will do. We will create a float and we will call it sine. Actually, we have to, in order to call it, we have to add the add sign, and then we will type equals, and now we can use the sine value, which we see right here, and we will put columns, our brackets, sorry, brackets, and now we will say add pt num, so num. pt num is point number, and that is something you will definitely see. Of course, it gives us the error because there is no semicolon, so we'll just add a semicolon, and now it should work. We'll go back here shortly, but so for example, if you add the POV, here, is it called, yeah, point VOP. I keep calling POV like point of view, but it's point VOP. It's I have to get used to it. VOP, like Vapla. Okay, good. So we'll have that here, and we will take that and put it inside. And now if we double click here, we see all those attributes. We see the P for position, the V for vector, the force for force, the H for age, for life, life for life, IT, and CD, UV, and time. Time, inc, all things that we still don't know about, but we see pit num, which means point number, just a shortcut for it. And now, of course, just like we did before, we will see how we could do the same effect in here, and as well as in the graph, which is the point VOP in the vex. Now we've added a float. We called it sine, just whatever. We could even call it jack sign. It doesn't matter. Just to prove to you that this is just a name, like we did before, equals, and then sign value, and it will affect the point number. That's how I get it so far. Let's see how it goes from there. If we to go to the spreadsheet, what would we see? Just curious, we would see the jack sign, which exactly goes like the graph here. If we put the graph right there, the sign is the conservative one, as we said before, actually, right there. That goes from 0 to 1. And we see that it gets us, well, we don't know what it's doing right now, but it's definitely starting from 0, going to 8.8, then 0.9, 0.1, then to the minus, and etc. We will still need to know what this jack sign thing we did does, but for now we know how to create a float and give it the sign value. So far so good. I will get some coffee and we'll continue from here. I'll go back to learning. You guys, I'll see you in a second. Let me just explain that shortly. What the pnum is will return, the pnum will return those numbers of those points. Those are called pnum, so point number, and it's returning it for us, or yeah, that is what it's doing. So from now on, we will continue watching and try to understand more. Be back in a second. Okay, down. Okay, guys, we have learned a cool way to visualize this for you guys to see it, and that is, so let me just get used to the actual, whoa, what did we do here now? Okay, we will show you guys how that works. So, now, bring your attention here. We'll do something really cool. So, the the float value we just create, we could easily just have it do something completely different. So the attribute now we created, I will delete, and I will go access the P, which is the position of each point in the line node, and I will add a dot. And then now I will add a Y, which to access the position of the Y axis, and we will give it the sign value, and let's see if that works. And here it works. Okay, so what we did here, guys, is we gave the sign value that we see in the graph here, and we've added it to the numbers. Let me keep that actually floating. How to do that? No, not this. I forgot the Windows key for this. This one. Let me just get the power toys. You could actually watch this just so maybe you learn something new. In the power toys, there is always on top, which is Control, Windows key, and T. Okay, Control, Windows, T, and now we have it on top, and we've had that nice soundtrack. What is this doing? What is this thing? Is this the render? Okay, for now we'll close it. Okay, so we have the sign value that goes from 0, which, as we said before, it goes from 0 because it's conservative. That's my understanding of it. And yeah, it just keeps repeating until it goes all the way to the 49 value. Okay, that is how we visualize now the sign value when we have assigned it to, pun not intended, to the position Y. If we have assigned it to the position X, it will do something different, and we will see that right here. We will see that it had definitely changed a lot. And now if we assign it to the position Z, it will also be completely different. Why? Because we would need to go back to the line and change its direction to either this side, or yeah, no, it is definitely this side. And now we will view what we've done right here, and we can see the sign value. All right, the package just came. I will be right back, guys. Give me a second. Let's pause the recordings. All right. Hey, you guys. We've learned some new tricks. I actually was learning after the package came, so let's learn those couple of things that we just have learned. Well, like we've seen, if we to manipulate the line node, we can add more points, such as, I don't know, 100 points here, and we'll see that the frequency here would change of the sign. And if we to add even more, like 1,000, it will go nuts, as you can see here. Go really crazy with the frequency. And yeah, same thing with the length. The less length it will squeeze, and if we have just 10 points, we will have a very like decent curves. So let's add 40 again, maybe. Excuse me. And maybe 30. Yeah, this looks good. So what we will do is, and as you can see, the more we play with the length, the more squeezed it gets. But yeah, I guess you got the point. 70, and let's try to play a little bit with the vex. So what we will do is we could multiply that value. So we could add multiply or divide, but let's go with multiply for now. Multiply the p-num. We deleted the m by mistake. Let's multiply the p-num by 8, and this will make it go, yeah, it'll make it go crazy a bit. So now we multiplied the value of the sign, and we see it doesn't go more than its value because it goes only between 1 and -1. And if we go to the graph again, if you multiply something with 1, what's the value? 1. 8, sorry. So if, or not, well, this does not make much sense. Well, if you multiply it with 0, it will keep its value until it goes to 1, and this should be 8 in this case. But it's not doing it, so let's try something 0.1. 0.1, let's see how that works. And yeah, it made everything, yeah. We need way more points now to make this shine, as you can see. Now you could see some results. Yeah, now we could see some cool results. I think we didn't have enough resolution to see it. Yeah, the more you add points, 0.1 for example, the smoother it will get, and the bigger this number is, the more, you know, the more it will be less smooth, I guess. So if it was to be 2, it will be more draggy. Yeah, here you go. And because the repetitiveness of it, it will be increasing more than the points themselves. So it will go beyond it, and that will not make a good effect. But if it was on 1, we'll get our same value from our, oh my god, what is happening with Houdini, guys? And then if it was a 0.5, for example, it will be smoother, but definitely still detailed. Like, there's still a lot of them. And if it was to be 0.3, again, the same ordeal, but less and smoother. And 2, the same thing, the same stuff. Okay, that is good to know. Cool stuff. Let's keep watching. Let's keep learning. Maybe there's a trick or two we could learn. Still, for now, we're just viewing the sine. Actually, what would happen if this was a cosine? So cos, and how would that work? Yeah, it would flip it. So as we seen in the graph, it would flip it. It would start from 1 instead of from 0. So yeah, it will work in that curve, the red one, and not the blue one. Okay, good, Good. Let's keep watching. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so there's something we can play with right now, and it will be interesting. But so you'll see me switching between having a pause and then watching the tutorial one-to-one because it's quite a lot to do. So I just want to prepare you for that. So here, what we will do is. First, I wanted to show you that I've added another attribute triangle and I've assigned the sine to it, and this one I assigned the cosine to it just to show you the difference. We see that this is the cosine because it starts with the 1, and we see how they interact with each other. Yeah, they make quite the organic shape, and I really like it. And now we will add, we'll start with the other thing that we wanted to do, and that is to add a sphere for now. So sphere, okay, good. That sphere will have quite the resolution, honestly. We will first of all allow to see points only. We will only see the sphere for now. And we will, yeah, this is good enough for now. Maybe add some rows, maybe some columns as well. And as for the size, let's make it a bit more, let's make it a bit bigger. Wow. Just burping all the time. God damn. Let's get some coffee. Okay, so far so good. What we will do is we will add definitely definitely we will add, well, first let's change it to polygon, and what we could do is just change the frequency of this, and this is how we could add resolution quite easily. We will give it a normal attribute, which we will do with the face T node, as we learned yesterday in the first episode. And I think we have to connect it, of course, but I also need to check if this is working. Did it give it any attributes? Not yet, but one way to do it is make normals unit length. Is this the one? Is it given it the normals? No, not yet. Unique points, pre-compute normals, that's the one. And now we can see that it actually has normals, and we could view them from the normal view right there. It's those things. Looks like hair. Okay. And so, yeah, we have that. We've created this. Now we will add a point VOP. So we'll add a point VOP, and here it is. We'll connect the face T to it and double click on it, and then now we see we created normals before, so we'll be able to take the normal value here and add some stuff to it. For now, we will experiment with the dot product, which is something I don't quite understand yet, but I guess we will get to that point where we will get it. And we will hook that up to the color to see what it's doing. And for now, we don't see anything happening because we need to see what is happening in here. Okay, so we see that it is basically as if it was assigning a light on the object, and it's calculating, then it's using the normals like we told it to. One way to understand, I guess, more is to go inside of here. And if you were to increase the dot product, you will basically increase the intensity, and in the minus it will go the other way around in that axis. If we add it to this axis here, it will go in front of us, and the other axis on the sides. Okay, so if the dot product was like this on both values, it will change the light. So that is how things are being lit, right? Yeah. Okay, that's how I get it so far. Could be a bit different. We will check it out. We will check what it means. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now. We're playing with the normal attributes, and yeah, we're not assigning lights. we are manipulating the normal data, and this is how we're creating the illusion of light for now. All right, I'll go back to the tutorial. I'll let you know what else we will learn. All right, so to add more explanation, let's keep it simple in the calculations. So as we can see here, let's keep this 1 and this into 0. And the way to understand what is happening, what is the dot product is doing is if it's facing the normals, especially if it's right on top of it, this is the brightest point and it will give it a value. Right now the value is going to the CD, which is a 1. And if you put something in a color, that is a value of an integer for now, which is a blue one. It will go between white and black. As fact, if we multiply this, for example, with a color now, so for example, we add this here, and then we promote, what is it called? Promote parameter, and we make that parameter into a vector 3. I don't know, let's keep it let's make it a vector 3 because colors are usually vector 3, and we need to make the red 1. Or how much would you make the red? I mean, first of all, we need to put the product into the CD, and now we can take that value and make it a 255. Oh, now we're getting like a cool cell shade effect. Yeah, it's not really helping me understand better. Well, give me a break. Let me check how to multiply it correctly. Well, basically, it's not much different than what we did, but let's go back here because we can control the color from here. And if it was to be a 1, it's not doing the magic that I wanted to do. I wonder why this is happening. Don't understand, but it should basically what am I missing? 3 float vector. Is there a color one? Custom co-shader, directional, 16 float, 4 float array, vector 4, color array. Okay, that is not working for us. Let's check another value. And that is through here. Normal array, point array, vector array, 2 float array, integer array, float array, light, volume, displacement, co-shader, color with alpha, color. All right, so here we have something going on. And if we go back to here and we add a 10, that's 2 red, right? If it was 1, we're still not getting the value we want because it's still going out as product blue. It's still binary, I mean. Let's see what else we could do about that. Can we change that somehow? Let me try to understand this. Well, now we switched them. Funny. And I think we had to switch them. That was the reason. And now we can see that the output is actually green, which is about the value we want to come out of this. All right, so we learned. And now I wonder if we to choose vector 3 again, we'll have the same result, right? Because, 1, exactly. So if this was 1, will be green. Okay, so we were correct. Just the order was completely wrong, and order matters, it seems. Okay, well, lesson learned, definitely. And back to my point about those normals. Anyway, back to what I was trying to say is that the if those normals are going away from the dot product's axis, they will turn to the 0 value. And then we see here, it's not only 0, but now it's, because it's 3 colors, it's turning into this purple color as well. So it's we also gave it a reflection for, without us intending to. That is because we are working with 3 vectors now, not only 1 vector. We're working with 3 vectors. Before it was 2, so it was either white or black, and now it's it has 3 different possibilities. Okay, so we know that so far. Let's learn more so we understand more. Okay, so we're gathering references so we could create something on our own. And I'm going for something close to my origins. So something Islamic designs, something Arabic, that's where I come from. So let's stick to the roots. I like this roof tile thingy here. We will open that. And so far we gathered like these here. Let's see if we could find that picture. Come on, where's that roof tile? Please give me that. It looked amazing. This is amazing. Look how nice this is. It's all textures you could use for references. Yeah, this is very nice stuff. Can't click on it. Yeah, oh my god, this is like a treasure of reference right there. That's amazing. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. It's anyway just academic purposes. I'm not making anything commercial here, so we're just learning, nothing else. No commercial use. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. I think Houdini would be basically perfect for those type of designs. Look at this thing, man. People were focused to get this thing out. Those were the Houdini artists back in the day. They were just making mosques and cathedrals and all types of stuff. That was the type of logic they had to work with. Now we have like computer logic to work with, and they had like the actual physical logic. That's so cool though. Sometimes I'm like, if I was born in those times, I think this is what I will be doing. Like definitely architecture or designs for architecture. This would be the thing that I would be doing. Instead of making worlds on a computer, we would be making worlds in the real world. We would be making places like this, experiences like this in the real world. I think this is how they got busy with things. That's amazing. Let's see, I think I could even read it. Oh, let's see. Allah, Allah, Allah. It's a lot of Allahs. Yeah, it's very, I can read it though, but yeah, it's very, very unclear. I think it's even written in another language, but get of the century of the Quran. Is it written? I mean, maybe it's really old Arabic that it's written in, because there are no points. Usually modern Arabic has points, but here you have no points, so they kept it to the origin design of the Arabic. Anyway, we'll copy that and we'll paste it right there, right here, and we'll close that one. Close. Let's keep looking. This is amazing. I think this is even a CG, but you can never be sure, so just gonna copy it, put it here. Just gonna put it here and get it away. What is this doing? Why is it not rendering? Yeah, we're just collecting reference for now. We'll probably just focus on these designs. I mean, look at this shit right there. This is crazy stuff, guys. We'll focus on those types of designs. Like here, you see it. It's a column that goes just slightly to create that shape. Looking great, by the way. So we will check that out. Also, those pointy ones are cool. These are insane. Let's check them out. Is there a way we could open that in a new image? Is this like an AI generated shit? No. Or is it? I don't want to go there. I don't like it anyway, so can go to hell, I guess. If it's AI generated, I don't care. This is looking good. And here we are. So we'll do this. Come on, buddy. Don't spin it. How about you don't spin it? Thanks. Yeah, this is nice too. All Moroccos for some reasons, but it's amazing. Looking good. Really, really, really good looking stuff. Oh, we have a mosquito here. Got it. Fuck mosquitoes. So I think we have good reference until now. This is so good. This is so good. Look at that thing here. I can't stop. Why is there no Dark Souls in the Islamic world? That would have been so cool. Like a Dark Souls just with the mythology of Islam or something. It would have been great. Yeah. For now, it's good. Yeah, we've had those. I was looking for those. So open an image in a new tab. I'll spare you the details, so you guys can skip this until I'm done, and I'll see you in a bit. So what I've learned so far is that we will need to take the side profiles or get references from the side profiles of a lot of those stuff. So that is what we will do now with Photoshop on our own. I don't know, something is super weird about this one. Looks super AI generated. But yeah, we just have to. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just that this thing looks very weird. Anyway, so we will go with Photoshop now, just to study the side profile of those things, and this is how we will be able to replicate them in Houdini. So yeah, we'll wait until the Photoshop is open, continue here, and we will Control V and go inside and start creating our side profile of the column. So first we take the pen tool and we just start well, first we need a much bigger canvas to work with. So we will go with multiply this with 2, and now we should have a bigger place to work with. And now, yeah, all right. So here we have that side profile thing going on. I'm not gonna make it perfect. I will just do it so we can follow it later and hope this strategy works. At least that's what they are working with in the tutorial. So we're just gonna create those details. Just gonna recreate them by hand, because why not? I don't think we could find a lot of those over the internet. Could be wrong. Maybe there is a Islamic architecture book that I should check. If you know of any, do let me know. Now I'll pause it until we. Okay, so we have created our side profile here. We will add it with a certain color. All right, and now we will take this side profile, cut it into 2 because it is 2 sections. We have 4 pillars of those in under one of those. So I'm just gonna represent it by doing that, and then take one, just put it here, and we will cut this one too. Oh, just gonna cut this one here because we need 2 pieces of that too, one on this side and one on the other side. Let's just cut it properly. Here we go. And V, Control T, and horizontal, just like that. This is the type of thing we're looking for. Just gotta make that a bit smaller so it resonates with us. And we will, so we'll take those 2 as well and take them as such. We'll make them smaller, put them here just so we understand the type of pieces we need. I think it's self-explanatory, but I think as we keep going, we might get confused eventually. So horizontal and just like that. This will reflect for us the type of silhouette we will need. And this will give us the side profile, the approximate side profile. Okay, so like this. And now we'll delete this here. And let's take those, because we would need to know basically. This is not a pipeline. This is just me trying to get this thing together and try to understand it. I, however, believe in the negative space better than the positive space, so I think this would work better for us to read from. And we'll take this and make it a little smaller, and now we will save that thing into our documents where the Houdini Let's Learn Houdini file is, and we'll call it side profile study, side profile study column. All right, study and column. Amazing. Yeah, we need to save it. Thank you so much. And now we will save the JPEG, which we won't need anyway right now, but later. I don't think we will need it for Houdini, for inside of Houdini at least, but we would definitely need it to reference from. So I'll just grab it, my friend. Let's Learn Houdini. Here we are. I will just put it right below this one, hoping that these are the same, right? This and this, kind of the same. Here's hoping that we will be, using them. What else is there? I'm looking for more columns. Where else there are columns? Those are two. I just want to see the end of it, so the bottom of it, so I can have an idea. Here they don't have a bottom. They basically just go on the floor. These just go on the floor. These go on the floor as such. Maybe this is a good side profile to learn as well, so we will copy it as well. And let's see what else is there. Nothing on the floor. Nothing on the floor so far in a lot of them. There's a lot of them that have like 3 together, or even 2 together, or even some 4 together, 4 columns. And then it has a very, very basic side profile. Okay, so we'll put that here to study from later, and we'll follow the tutorial. We'll put the reference maybe, well, I'll put it here for now. If we would need it later, we'll just grab it. Okay, for now, it should just be here for me to learn from. And if there's something I will show you later, I'll just let you know. Okay. Good stuff. Let's keep learning then. To the record. All right, so we need a new geo, definitely. We will go inside, create a line. And one of the things that we've learned is that we could manipulate the line with self-transform similar to Blender. Let's make the length here to, I don't know, 3. Completely wrong on my keyboard. 3. Let's make the points up to something like 15. Okay, and now we will start modeling, and we will bring those curves as much as we can. Actually, I will take this reference again and just check how it looks like, because we need to approximately have those details starting from here. Just gonna look it up. Some of them have columns and the others don't. Something is definitely inconsistent in the design here. That is making me think. Okay, so this is a fat column here. Then it gets us. Is this AI generated? Why is it super thin here? Gotta look for a better reference. Okay, maybe this will help us now. Let's check. Give me a sec. So I've looked it up a little bit. Doesn't seem to be AI generated, or if it is from a real building. We can't say 100% for sure for now, but we'll just continue, and we will bring those curves back home. All right, so I've seen this curve here a lot now, like down and just like that. So let's work on that. Let's bring that length to 2. Not 5, 2. Okay, and now we will check how we can do this soft transform thingy. Let's control the points. Okay, good. And now we will press tab and choose soft transform. Here it is. Okay, and we have it connected. And now we have this gizmo that we could work with, and it should give us this this curve here. We are looking for something that goes down like that, and then in, and then in. So in and then out. Okay, in like this. Maybe not this point to choose from, maybe this point. Select the select tool and now select again. Something is missing. 2. Okay, where I'm changing just between the points, and we will press enter. All right, so it depends from where we have selected. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Okay, we'll select again. Select this point, and then we'll go again with the with the Q. Okay, we'll go now again with the soft transform, which is okay. It didn't save, so soft transform. Now we're working with the Houdini, and we're making our own thing, so it's gonna be a bit challenging. So just stay with me, and we will press enter. However, it's transforming the whole thing. That is not what we want. Again, back here until we get it right. Here it is. Q. No. Here. Here it is. And now tab and soft transform. And we should be able to control it from this point in. Okay, so we have that straight line now. And we want it to go in as such. But we need to control the soft radius. Okay, that is good. And now we will be able to also control other stuff with it. Let's see the tangent angle. If that would do anything. Cubic linear. The linear is definitely making it go, making the values go like in line. Quadric, it would change the value to this. Cubic and metaball. Is there a way where we could change it to whatever we want? The cubic is the one where we could change it. How about we change the value in the tens? Okay, so we were just changing the value very slightly. And what does this one do? If we see it, it brings, okay, it changes the tip. Give me a second, I will be right back. Is that we had 2 less of resolution to begin with, so let's go with, I don't know, give us 30 points. 30 points, and as we can see, like we saw it before with this, with the other thing that we were trying to do yesterday. The proceduralism is a complex issue. So let's see, let's select the point with 2. Select one of them, this one maybe, and let's do it again. Soft transform, and it's this one. And now we will take the thing to the right, and now we will see if we could manipulate some things so they work in our favor. So let's see what this thing does. Still 2 less of resolution, I guess. Look, so it does something like this. I think this would favor us, right? Here, but at the same time, this should be basically the end of this line in order to create it. So what I will do is not be afraid of Control Z's and go back in the geo thing we created. reselect, actually, we'll make its length back to 1, and I will definitely zoom in if Houdini allows me. And actually, let's put the perspective to the side, either front view or whatever will work. Let's go back to the right. Here we are. Okay, zoom in. Nice. This is nice side view for now. We'll take the last tip, press 2 and select, and then we will take the soft transform, just getting used to the controls. Here we are, creating that thing that we wanted to create. All right, and now with the middle mouse button, let's try to change that curve in the ones. All right, that is basically this curve right here. Okay, and then it goes up in a quite of an aggressive angle. Okay, let's keep that to 0 for now. Let's see if this changes anything. Oh, I like that. Yeah, just a little bit like that. Okay, so we have something going on. What we could do now is take the line and, all right, let's take this, put it on the side. This is now or what we were working with, and what we could do is duplicate the line by either creating a copy or make a transform. So we will add a transform now, put it right there and connect it, and now we will keep this as a template and we will see our transform, and we will do a transfer. We need it right there. Let's just give me that axis. And okay, where are we going? We are going, so no, that's then the wrong one. Then okay, here we are. So we will put it right there, and then right here, and now again with the 0.1 until it snaps to it. Let's see if it snapped to it. Okay, let's go a bit deeper here and try to snap to it with the 001. No, that's the wrong axis, damn it. Yeah, maybe we need to go there anyway. And now 001, that's again the wrong axis. Here we are. We gotta get used to this thing until it snaps. Approximately it should snap, unless there's another way to make it snap. Okay, so now we would need what do we need? We need probably to create the second one, which goes in or out as such. How to do this one way or another. Okay, so we will take that point there, I guess, fair enough. So 3 points away, and we will take that one outwards, and yeah, that should do the trick for us. So we will give it a soft transform again and take it out. We see that it's going into a very, yeah, okay, this is better. Let's see if this would work for us. All right, so we're getting kind of similar results. We might need to change the values here. Yeah, this looks better. Okay. Yeah, this is looking good, guys, right? And so, yeah, it is below it. It's not the same, but it is good enough for now. I feel like we went too much in, right? So this is out here, and then it goes down, and then it goes this way. So we will need another soft transform right here, and we will select it and go soft transform, and then we'll go like this. I kind of like that curve. Honestly, it looks good, but we could still bring it to the same. That's too much, maybe right there. And I feel like we could still play with the value here. Oh, look at that. I love this. Very, very Islamic, Arabic type of thingy we made here. Okay, so we will continue learning. and we'll be right back with you. All right, so I have learned so far that if you have selected the wrong thing, you could press on this mouse button right there and select something else. And then you should be able to press enter. And now you're gone to the other selection. Okay, that's good. For now, we'll control Z our changes to where they were. So one way to change your selection is by this. You don't have to delete it and recreate it. We deleted it and recreated it because we basically need that revision. We need to do things again and again to learn. All right, so pause and I'll see you guys in a bit. So guys, one way to basically check where the pivot is for the transform is called pivot transform right there. For now it is localized in the world, so it's in the 0, 0. Let me think about a way where we could view this. Let me think. Losing it. Okay. For now, I can't show it 100%, so still need to keep learning. All right, so guys, the pivot can be changed in the pivot transform inside of the transform node, and you could change it that way. Okay, or this way. One way you could center it if you need to is by bringing the $sign and just type in CE and then the name of the axis you're in. So this will be the CEX. This will be $CEY. Here we go, CY. And this will be $CZ. This way, if you can't find your pivot, just type those things and you should have it right in the middle. Okay, keep watching. I'll be right. So just planning right now. We will basically make a transform again from this line, basically a copy more or less, and we'll put it down there to continue our main column, the bigger one, right? This one. And we'll just do that now. So let's do it together. The same way you add a transform. Good. Here it is connected to the line. And now this transform should take us to the point. And we'll go just there. Right there. And so it goes straight line for a while. It doesn't have to be connecting now perfectly, by the way, because we will be able to automatically join those points with a node called join node. We'll do that later. For now, let's get this column ready. There's quite big here, so I will take it a bit. I will basically make it less in this axis. So 7 or 6. Yeah, and then we'll go up again. Excuse me. We'll go up again like that. Let's view our transform while we have the others as template and this one as well. Can we not view two things at the same time? Is this not doable? Okay, it doesn't matter for now. We will view this and this as well, and keep this as template. And let's go in. So and now we will basically take the last point and put it inwards. However, I don't like that we made it too small. I think we still need some space. I'll take it down more, like right there. And now I could take that point and tab to soft transform, get to, and now tab soft transform, and now take that thing in, play with the curve as such. I will probably make it closer to linear. Yeah, maybe make it go outwards. Let's see how that works. That's too much. Yeah, like a bit outwards, just like that. We'll see how that will work together with everything else. Let me think. It goes a little bit inward still. So all together, we have this huge thing going up, and it goes a bit inwards. Well, not a bit actually, quite a bit. Let me try to think. So we have the line itself with its soft transform. This is the whole thing now. This is how it looks like. Looking good. We just need to add a line that connects to this point, maybe even further apart. So let's get that going. So what we will do is add a transform, and this I'll add upwards so we don't mix the stuff together. And now we'll give it a 90 degree and we'll move it upwards, and we'll keep this as template for now. Maybe even view this transform and template this one. Okay, what happens if I select everything though? Do I get to see everything? Experiment. No, I don't. How do I see everything together, guys? What is the trick here? Okay. For now, we'll just reference... Oh, now we can see everything. That's kind of cool. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I just clicked it twice, I guess. That's all. I clicked the origin. All right. Have no idea how that worked. Anyway, if it worked, it ain't stupid. So, scaling or... Yeah, okay, let's... what happens if we make this into a 2? It grows bigger indeed. So let's take that value, actually. Keep that one. And let's transform the transform itself. And let's take a transform here. And we take that sucker in there. And we'll take that thing in there. And now we will view this and go quite downwards. Such. Like this. This looks good. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And now go right. Right. Wait. Actually, we'll change the scale. We see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6.5 might be the scale we are looking for. So instead of it being a 1, we put a 6. No, that's not how you do it. So here, not the 0, of course. Here, let's change this one. Also nothing. Let's keep that one then. And what about this one? Yeah, this one we need to change. 6.5. And now we take it to there. Here we go. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. And how are we doing on the other end? We're doing good. That means our scale need to change. 6.3. And now we will take the value here. Not this one. Yes. 0.01. All right. This looks good. However, I can't trust that I haven't set the stuff here wrong and made them not on the same axis anymore. Ah, here we go. That's the problem. We will turn back to 1. No. We will turn this one back to 0. Here we go. Okay, this looks better. And then we'll go back to our side. Actually, let's save because I don't want it to crash on me. And then we will take the front view again. Here we are. I feel like we have nailed it so far. Looks good. It will do this thing again, right? Yeah, for now, let's just stick to that, see what we could do with it. Yeah, it definitely does this, but we have that covered anyway. We will just end it right there, and the next one will be just a cube, I guess. For now, this looks good. Let's do the merging. So let's take those values to the left. Let's add a node, call it merge. And we'll put it right there. And now everything should go in. These details, these details, these details, This is its own detail as well, and this is its own detail as well. Okay, now we have these together. I'll just gotta put those details also to the left, so we have everything together. And then there should be a node called join, and this node should join the points together without us manipulating too much. So let's view it together, and the template as well. So here we have the points joining. We don't have any points not joining anymore. Looks good. Exactly what we need. This is our number one column thing we've done. Now we should create 4 of those. Well, basically the design is simple. So it goes down and it does this, and then down, and then here it's doing 1 in, and then small, big, small, big, small, big, small, big, and nothing, then small, big, small, and then nothing. Okay, so let's do that. Might actually be quite the challenge. I might have picked the right challenge here to do. The scale, however, we need to study that a little bit, just in case. The way you can study scale through an image is that take a screenshot of it, right? Photoshop does it better than just the screenshot thing. So we'll go Photoshop right now. Let's delete those and Control V. And now you take the brush, any brush you want, give it a color that is quite different than this color, such as the blue color. And we will view our brush. Let's make it 100% flow. All right, so what you do is you basically calculate with a smaller brush, you add a new layer, and now you calculate the width of the thing. Just draw everything in a box, right? And now we're drawing it in a box. So we're putting things in boxes. Then again, so here, just to see where things are. And then you take another color, make another layer, and calculate, just make a little stripe here in comparison. So this is 1 column, as you can see. This will be the length of, or the width of 1 column. The length we still don't know because we don't have the full picture yet. And that one, you press Alt on it, and then you click, and then you should be able to see how many column is this in width. So basically, we'll just calculate and then delete here because we're doing it approximately. So we see it's 1, 2, 3, and almost 4 columns in width. We will go with 4 columns in width just because we need to put 4 columns in here. We'll go even beyond that, I think. So one more, as we can see, we'll just merge those things together. So even the last one, and we'll keep our main measurement free. And so here we are. We have here 1 column, the upper one, and 2nd column, 3rd column, 4th column, 5th column. All right, so 5 columns. So this is like 4.5 columns. This is 5.5 columns. Okay, so 5.5. This is 4.5. And now we will work on the column themselves. So if we have created, and now with the green, maybe, if we have created right now this thing, so starting from here, 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 if we created half of this, it should be in the, basically it should be 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. So let's just bring the calculator. I'm not a, 5.5 to 2.75. Okay, so this should be 2.75 columns. Let's see how this will help us. This is all information that we calculated from this. So basically we have 1, 2, and ours should be, the whole thing should be, let's add a transform. Maybe this is the way we could make this work. Transform. Let's see. And now the transform will make this thing. We'll first transform the pivot back to the 0. Okay, so it is on 0. We will transfer the actual thing on 0. All right, so we will view this only. And so now we have almost 2. Oh no, it is 2 in the width. We're looking for 2.7 in the width. So in the scale, we will make this, let's try to make this 3. Where does it go? Yeah, basically that's what we're looking for. 2.7, 5 even, just to be more precise. And now it's doing weird stuff. We don't want that to happen. We just want something that would give us the measurement, 7. And now we go slowly to the 0 back again. And we see if we're getting that result, which is basic. Now it's way too big. So 5. And we will go right there. And so now we have 1, 2 points. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts. How do you calculate that? 5 parts. So if it's 100, is that divided by 5, 20. So 2.22.40, 2. Almost 60. For now, we will go with this. 1 column will be around. All right, so that is the width though, because the height we haven't calculated yet. So the height will be, drum roll, let's see, let's just take this thing away. Let's hide those as well. Let's take one of those, the one with the 4 column, duplicate, and or maybe the one with the 5.5 column, that's fine. Which is basically right now just 5. And then we will put it right there. We can see that the thing here is around 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. And if we have calculated that each one of those squares is a column, we can see that we are almost correct. This just needs to be down there for it to work. Almost correct. So what does this do? Yes, that is exactly what we want. So 1.1. And please put it down. And now we're beyond our point. So 0, 8, 0, 9, 0, 7. Let's zoom in. And this is all just to get the scale right. 5, 5, 5. Come on, meet me in the middle, man. Give me 5, 8. All right, it's too far. It didn't want it. 5, 7. Now we have approximately the same scale. It's not 100% the same, but we're not looking for that either. We just want approximate scaling. Which one is this? This one? Yeah, okay. And now we will also play. Where's the pivot at? Where's the pivot at? Wait, let's play with the pivot a little bit. Let's put it back to the 0 and upwards here, and let's take it. No, we don't need that. Let's take it back to the 0. Okay. Now we're talking, because now we will be able to actually put this more accurately. Let's put it back to the 0 here and back right down there. All right, and 1 down. Okay, where is it? All right, so 0, 1, and now didn't want it to go that far. This one. Okay, all right, so this looks good. And now if I scale it, like this should do the job. So 6, it without any help of anything else. 7. All right, here we go. Now we're going. All right, that's too far again. 7, 5. All right, and now we go with a slider, just like that. Okay, so this looks good. If each square is a column, we have a good value. I will make the column just a bit smaller than that. And now we will go not too far away. We'll go like right here, take those, go up, and take those, get them to the left, and we'll create a new line. All right, and now we're creating, so this was a big column. All right, and now small column. Let's see. I forgot to write column. Come on. Column. Okay. And now we have the small column, which has its own design. Yeah, I don't want to track anything, buddy. All right, save. It has its own design. And this one will spin around itself, so we will be able to make it spin. Not only that, but also we will hopefully later learn how to make this into a square. I mean, maybe it would have been easier if we just have created a cube and manipulated it, but for now, we're learning proceduralism. We're learning how to manipulate things on the go with the curves, so let's see. I mean, things don't have to also look 100% the same. If they do, amazing. If they don't, they just don't, right? So that's fine too. So small column, this guy or this person needs a length of, let's see. We will need, what is the length we have on this guy? What is the length that we need? I've seen other pictures from the same architects or the same building at least. They are basically, this is the one, this is A1. Well, for now, let's go with this one. We know that these are columns. This is basically 2 columns wide. And how wide is ours? 4 columns wide. But that is not the proper scale because, I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of mistakes. This thing is cubic, so it will be different. And we're not measuring correctly. We're basically saying it's 2.5, and this should be 3.5. So that is a mistake to fix. We basically, this is good enough. This is, I don't think this is good enough anymore. Let's go back to the transform, to the last transform, and make it correctly. So if this is, if what we're doing right now is only the half of it, so this should be 1.5, and we will do that. We'll fix it right now, so things are not weird. So like this. In the height we don't know yet, right? What about this? It's now 1. I need it to be 1.5. Almost reaching that. Almost reaching it, right? And this is 1 and a bit, but let's go with 8. Yeah, almost there. Let's get it to 9.5. 9.5 is getting it a huge jump. And here we go. So if this is 2 or 2.5, we can fit a column here and a column here. And this would be almost 4 columns wide. So might go with 9.5 for now. Looks good. It's funny how accurate we almost were. And this thing is still correct because it doesn't matter. Okay, so these are incorrect. They're only valid here. And these are only valid here. Okay, so that we know so far. Good stuff. Let's go back to Houdini. Let's go back to our reference and see Let's reference a person. There's a person here. It's a kid, and it looks like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, maybe 5. What is the average height of a 5-year-old baby? So, average height, 5-year-old. 5-year-old. Okay, boy. I don't know if that's a boy, honestly. So, alt. Let's see. 108. Perfect. That's a 100 meter right there. 100 centimeter, not 100 meter. That's a meter right there. So that's a meter. And yeah, okay. Let's take a screenshot of this. Sorry to put your baby in my stream, but for now there's no alternatives, so I'll just do that. We will put this a bit smaller. So we will start with saying if this is a meter long, right? Like right there. I'm gonna cover this baby so I don't have it on the stream anymore. Bye, baby. So that's a meter, right? Now we will take the red stuff here. So that's a meter. And okay, good. There's a lot you could study from a picture. So 2 meters. 3 meters high. Okay, so we need it up to 3 meters high. However, the units in Houdini, are they meters? Now we will know the truth. Again with the Google. Mr. Google, where are you? Okay, we need to Google again with opening our Chrome. I'll be right back, guys. Short answer, they are not meters. They are to be interpreted to whatever you want them to be. So, but if we could say that this is 3 meters tall, and then this is, well, first of all, that part here is half meter tall. So, what else we could do is basically... So this is half meter tall. We'll just delete it right there, and we make it a new color, and we will introduce half meter tall. Amazing. And now that half meter tall will be we'll make it this angle right there, and we will see that one column is quarter meter tall, or wide, basically. Quarter. And let's take the color, and this will be our quarter from now on. Good. So, okay, so this is a quarter, and this is a quarter, and this thing is around half meter and a bit. And with our units in Houdini, we have... Okay, so 1 unit is half a meter, okay? This is from now on our measurement. 3 units are about quarter, which is 0.75, and we are about correct, because this is half a meter. Okay, we are up for something, guys. I will go on a break, visit the toilet, and we'll be right back with you. Hit on record. Hello. So we just had a little break. So let's see. So if this is... We basically came up with the idea that each box on the grid is a quarter. So this is good so far. It will do us... I think it's a good idea. So let's create that thing we wanted to create to begin with. This thing, we'll take it down. I don't want to control it like that. Well, but its length we know now is if... All right, now we need to calculate something. So if a quarter is a box, that means we need... no, wait. 1 meter is 4 boxes. So 3 meters is multiplied by 4, 12. So the length should be 12 in length. And we'll check that now. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Amazing. We have it. Let's take that puppy down. Although we don't need the actual length, right? We only need the length of these here. All right, let's try to get that thing going, guys. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, now let's check this thing out. So this is a quarter, so this will be a box, and this will be a box. These two will be a box. So we need we need one. Wait a second. This will start from here. It will make the round right at the end. Okay, so what we will do is give this a length of 1 again. Copy our settings from our first line, which is 30. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with 30 then. 30 points. Cool. And let's start with transform. All right, so tab, transform. Cool, amazing. Let's just hide this thing. Right there. Okay, and now we need to hook it up. All right, and we'll click here and show me, and you will go down like right there. Actually, we need to see everything here. So zoom out, select, deselect, and show us. At least show us the end result only. Or, yeah, no wait, then don't show us. Yes, just show us the end here, guys, and we will take care of the rest. Exactly, we just need a template. So as for transform, we will continue to go down right there. And now we will zoom in and take with the 2 right there. We'll take that point, and I keep pressing Q. Why do I keep pressing Q? Okay. We will just check the reference one more time, once more. Our main reference was this. So it really goes like a straight line from here. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And then it has this pump. And I feel like this is a quarter meter, but this is like adding that last, like a grid box right there. So go back to the line. Don't be afraid to make this into 1 like that, maybe even a 2 to 1.2. And now we'll take the transform again, put it down, and take the soft transform. See, that was a mistake. We needed a soft transform. So soft transform exactly at this point. That didn't create it. So soft transform again. All right, now that created it. Let's put that puppy here and let's play with its value. We need that thing to be... Actually, we will have to reselect things, and we will reselect to this point, or this point even, and now click enter, and now we will play with the values a little bit. All right, deselect, select again, enter, until we are satisfied with what we're seeing. So this thing is going way too far. I feel like this could be sufficient enough. So what we will also do is play with the values here. Yes, this would do us well. I feel like this should stay where it is. As for those values, yeah, just go back a notch. And now we will see there is... Oh, we can scroll like that. Isn't that amazing? Let's keep it then. Good. So far, so good. Yeah, that's that's quarter. And then we have a little pump like we do here. Quarter, pump, then we have like half a quarter, and then pumps. Okay, we will do that right now by adding another transform. We'll take that point and make a transform, just a normal one, right there. And now we'll start with the second detail, which is right here. And that one we need to wait. First we need to see it, then reference this to it. Then where are you, man? Are you up there? Yeah, okay. We need you here, buddy. Yeah, please come back here. All right. We basically will disconnect this and reconnect the transform itself. All right, and now we will put this puppy down. So like right down there. I'm always picking the wrong axis. What's wrong? Okay, so this one. And so we see like half a quarter would be one of those, or okay, so 2.5 would be half a quarter. So 1, 2, half should start right there. So we'll take the scale and make it a 0.5. Well, that won't work here. This will stay a 1, and this will be a 0.5. Come on, 0.5. Let's see where it went. We'll put it down more. All right, and now we'll play with the pivot like we did before. Come on, pivot. All right, so pivot needs to go way down. Well, okay, doesn't matter for now. Let's just keep going, guys. So that's half a quarter. All right, and then we will need, let me try to think. Now we need these pumps. So small or big, small, big, small, big, right? So we just have those two variants repeating. So what we will do is make a transform out of this one again. And here we are. We'll just put it beneath it here. It's just another variant. And we will transfer it even lower. So it will go in this axis, correct? Yes. Just please reference the other one back. Yeah. All right. And now we will play with this one with the soft transfer. We will pick some points. Let's take this one here, make a big one. And we will do a soft transform. Okay, wait. We'll make it soft. Oh, wait a second. Right there. Oh my god, horrible. What is happening? What is happening? Where are we now? Please. Please, Houdini. Help me, God, please. Where did we go, guys? What happened here? All right, so we have this, and we need the reference of this too, and even this too. So let's just reference the whole thing. Yeah, give us the whole thing, please. Yeah, okay. And now we will put it back into front view again, and we will take this one, and we will make some details. Which will be basically right in the beginning. We will select the select tool. Here we are. Okay, stop pressing Q, man. Okay, soft transform. This will be right there. The radius will be down. Not too much down. And this will be up to create this. Radius will go more down like such. All right, so we have the big one now. So we have big, and how big is that one? Actually, it's quite big. So this in reference should look a bit smaller, such as this. Take the transform here a bit less. So this is our biggest one. It's the massive one basically. Then we have a small pump and then a smaller one, which we will create out of this. It comes right after. So we will select again. Amazing. Right there. And we will basically give this, just trying to think about a way to repeat it in a smarter way. Maybe there is a way to do this. Let's check the transform here. Scale this to 0.5. What would this change? A lot. That's due to the pivot, but if we keep going in the minus, we should see it eventually. Okay, this is now quite the small. This is quite the small thing that we created then. Enter. Okay, so what we could do is keep working with it until we create something better. Wait a second, let's put this back here. How are we doing? Check on this number here. Oh look, we could do one of those, but this won't help us much. Okay, let's go with this for now. And then we will, all right, take the select tool again. We will pick one of those points and we will create a new soft transform. And this will take us like right there. Soft transform needs to go way down. All right, and now our second one will be as such. All right, make sure that the effect is way less than this. All right, we'll need to go in the 0.00 in order for this to work for us. Like this here. All right, so we have something. And then, does this look good? It doesn't look good. All right, maybe something like this, closer to the line. And now it should go back. All right, so soft transform this one. We need to change it a bit. Yeah, and this value here. Okay, looking well. Let's see here. Okay, a bit bigger of influence. And the soft select. Yeah, that's too much of influence. Like, this is fine. This needs to go down. All right, so we have that shape. Okay, how can I get rid of those points? Do I have to work with, can I delete them? Is this a way to work with this? I mean, for now, do I really? Damn it. Damn it. Fuck. Okay, scale, what happens if the scale is lower? It goes, all of it goes, sucks, man, this sucks. Okay, there's no other way but to keep doing the soft transform and then we could repeat it. Okay, so, all right, so there is a way. If we to copy this, paste it right there, reselect to this point and enter. All right, that's good. We could start playing around. All right, so this point, enter. How does it look like in total? It needs the point beneath that one, so reselect that. This one, enter. All right, the one beneath it, this one, enter. Better. All right, and now we can repeat that shape at least. Does this work if I... How do we... okay, I know. Just keep it in one line, right? We'll just take that out. Yeah, exactly. Delete that one, take it all together and review it. All right, this looks good. And now we could play with the middle one. Wait, this is the middle one. Which one is the middle one now? Come on now. No. Come on. No. This one. let's take it up a notch. And yeah, I feel like if we keep playing with this number, okay, I like this better. We'll play with that then. All right, if nothing else wants to comply with us, we'll just play with that. Okay, this looks cool, guys. We will copy it now. So we'll make a node called copy and transform. I hope that the pivot won't play games on us now. It will go in this direction. And we'll have 3 or 4 of them. Scale 1, 1, 1, 1, share. Where else? All right, does this not work here? Maybe here. Also nothing. All right, we need to view it first. Then we can talk about it working or not. Until now, not working. So this one. All right, we need to go back into the perspective. Here we go. We can see that they're going in an array almost 0. We don't need you. 1. We don't need you. 1. Almost. Well, -1 then. All right. -0. 4. 2. All right. And now we will look at this from the side view. So front view. And now we will adjust until we are satisfied in that way. Right there. Okay, good. All right, so we will need 3 of those, correct? Well, we have one here, we have one here, and I'll just make that one here too. Yeah, this should do it. And now we should just put everything together. And the way to do it is by putting this one here even and merge stuff together. Merge, save. I think there's a storm coming, so it's getting real cold. Let me close the window. I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. So let's go merge. All right, let's merge the whole thing. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And then we will copy our join and delete that connection. And take that thingy right there, connect, and now we can examine the stuff. Does it look right? Give me the view. All right, does it look right? Looking good, looking good. All right. So what we would do now, excuse me, is view the length again, which wasn't here. It was somewhere in there. Where is it? Like right there. Okay, so at the end it goes in. All right, let's examine it. First of all, it has a curve. A very simple curve outwards. So instead of joining and merging everything right now, we will keep this right there. We will view things from here as reference to everything else. We will look at this column now. We can see the top of it. And now we can add some minor details. So if we go back here, we can see, wait a second, we can see that if we put this down, take this and take the 2 and select one of those, add a soft transform. All right, and it added it. So if we take it down in there, wait a second, let's actually take that soft transform. Let's just copy it over here, connect it here, and take that down there, and delete that connection. How to delete the connection? Now I don't know how to do it anymore. All right, so, and then bypass that one and take that one, view it. Okay, in reference of everything else, that's exactly what we want. We want a bigger influence. And so we are doing something cool almost. All right, so just like slide, and it shouldn't affect the other one. And here we could manipulate how much it should influence it. All right, that should be around what we want to do. And what about this one? What does it do if we take it upwards or down? Yeah, upwards definitely. Then let's go to the tens just to see. All right. Okay. Then we have all right, let's check this one out. What is this one? Where is it? Let's view it. It's this one. All right, so this one needs also a little curvy, a little curve. And we'll add a soft transform, and here we go. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And here as well. It's too much, man. Like just a little bit. Okay. And now we view everything together and see if it had changed much. Okay, I don't see a lot of change, which is actually a good thing, but it is changing. That is not good. We don't want it to change. Um, but a bit of it is nice, honestly. Like what happens if we go... I like that it's affecting everything else. Ah, okay, then if you like it, let's keep it. All right, so what do we do now? We should take this guy. Actually, from here, let's view that change only. That looks good. We need to go from here. Let's add a transform. 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 All right. Let's add it right there and connect it. And then we can actually view or reference the last result. All right. So, and now we will take the thing down. Let's take it in the translate. The wrong translates, definitely. What are we doing here? Yeah, okay. Oh man. We will do the same trick with this. We'll do dollar CEX. All right, big CEX. All right, now we copy that thing, and now we do CEY. We do CEZ. All right, that's a wrong that. Okay, that's just a big Z. And now we have it all together. So we have the pivot with it. We have the pivot with it. Well, pun not intended or whatever. Rhyme not intended is that one. And here we are. Okay, good, good. This makes it look good. So far we said it's 3 meters long. So quarters, so 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarter are about 1 meter. And we need those 4 to be still covered. All right, so let's take our Photoshop file and examine where the details are. So let's take the red details, all of them. Let's take the red details, put them aside. We can see this is between the first meter. This is the second meter, and the third meter is almost half of it is just length. Okay, we can do that, right? So let's do it. Let's give this a scale of 2 or even of 3. Let's see where this goes with us. All right, it goes that long. So that is about, it's 1 2 quarters. So that is 1 meter covered. And okay, I lost it. So that is 1 meter. We need 1 more meter right there until the minus 11. And so we will, actually we could do it with the numbers, right? Because I calculated it, 20. Now, I did the, okay, so if the column is 3 meters, what is the 4 of that? 12. So basically we need it to go until the 12. That will be it. But I'll stop it by that -10, and this way we could have a bit of room to breathe before we are done. Okay, what did we do here? And how did we do it? We did a mistake. Let's see. Does anyone know how to bring this back there? Huh? This is annoying when this happens. Those things happen all the time. Oh man, this sucks. Come on, how to do this? We always have to be challenged this way, right? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. We're making it worse. Oh no. Oh my god, this sucks, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna put all of it back again. Oh my god, this is a mess. All right, so now we can keep going. We were working with this transform. Let's view it. Okay, we wanted it to go until -12. And so, man, I've been sitting for too long. Okay, I need to stand up a little bit. Let's. All right, I fixed it. So what I did is I went to the build and we loaded our build that we saved. So we reload current desktop basically, and this fixed it for us. We will go here, and now we will, well, let's fix the camera a little bit because it's getting super dark. Just give me a minute. Come on, buddy. Let's go up. Give us some sun, please. Yes, that's much better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's getting real dark out there. So we're gonna need to have some light again. Let's put this more up this way. Okay, and let's keep going then. So we said that the column is 3 meters long, and each of those boxes is a quarter. 1, 2, 3 quarters. That's okay. 4 quarters is a meter. And this thing is 3 meters long, so that will be another meter, 2. That will be the third meter, and it will be around -15. Okay, then let's do that. Let's definitely increase the scale. And now we put it a little down. We put it a little down like that. Okay, is it on minus? No, not yet. Let's increase the size again. Put it down even more. Check its size in reference with the other things. All right, we put it more up. And more size, more up. All right, and now we will check. We'll make sure that this thing does not interact too much. Oops, went the other way. Okay, and now it should be almost that long. Does this work? So this is, okay, I'm gonna make a screenshot, you guys, because I'm not sure now anymore. Shift S, not you. Oh my god. All right, so let's see. Here we are. Close. Here we go. Give me that snipping tool. Screenshots of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a meter. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another meter. 1, 2, 3, and another one. 4. That's another meter. Okay. So we will be ending by -13. That's the way to go. Let's change the pivot again. All right, whatever. Enter, and we will, let's see, keep giving it. Give me a scale of 6. How would that go? Where would it go? Are we touching minus 13? Yes, almost. And now a scale of 7. And give it to me. Come on, down. All right, now with the points, we will snap it. Good. Looking good. Minus 14. That's exactly what we were looking for. And now we'll change the points, and we see that our points are quite big, and a lot of it, a lot of points. So we will select the half one, or the one in the middle. Is this size convincing? Yeah, it should be convincing because it is 3 meters now. And now we'll add a tab and self-transform, and then we will go like this and influence almost all of it. All right, not too much, of course. We don't want the beginning of it to be influenced. Now we will take that tangent angle, play with it a little bit. It's too much. All right, keep that to 0. And enter. Okay, and now we'll go back and we'll just let it happen slightly that it curves. Not too much, like just slight curve to show imperfection. And not only that curve, but also we need an outside curve. So back here, and 2, and this, and tab, and soft transform, and now a little bit like that. And we will crease that so it affects all of it, but not the top. All right, so everything, not the top. All right, that's fair. All right, we can also scroll. That's cool. That's a bit similar to Blender. That's fine. This is looking good. Too far though. Just a little bit, because we have a curve here. As you can see, it grows bigger. And now we will start measuring the meters again. So the meters say you are, whoa, what is happening? Reference that, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's exactly about the length we wanted. And now we go back to our transform, the final one we made. We make from here, no, actually from here, from the one behind it, we make another transform right there. And we connect that and we put it right on the right side again, just to keep our work separated. And then we will actually here also pivot, make the pivot in the center. So $CEX, dollar, not hashtags, $CEX and $CEY and $CEZ. All right, great stuff. Now we have it in the middle. It is basically, it has a good length. We will go down, down, much more down, right there, right at the end of the column. I'm not gonna go 100% correct with the column now, especially that, yeah, we need some flexibility. All right, so I kind of just want to finish this and make it wrap around itself. All right, so it goes a little out like this. We have a pump like that, another one, then out, and then in, and then, all right, so let's do the general shape. Let's go macro to micro. All right, so we will first prove that we have points, and then, so the general shape is that it's going outwards generally. Okay, so let's do that with tab, soft transform. go out. All right, we have that shape now. We will take that shape like right here, a bit smaller maybe. Transform the influence. Let's get the tangent angle a bit bigger, not too big, and smaller tangent, and much smaller radius. All right, in comparison to our details from before. Yeah, our details. Yeah, okay, so this is fair enough for now. And we will zoom in. Looks good, although I feel like it could use more space in the vertical space here. Okay, so this is our first soft transform. We will do our second attempt right here. Excuse my voice, been speaking a lot for the past week. Let's add a soft transform again and make it a bit smaller. And now we take it to the left. Just a little pump, just a little one. And then we have, those are details, I believe, but we will add it. And 2. And so I'm pressing 2. And here, plus here, plus here. Let's see if this would work. Control away, shift up, so add. All right, let's do it again. 2 points this, 2 points this. All right, wait. We could do those details in an easier way, right? So in theory, I could select the second one always. Then now I will add a new transform, actually soft transform, and we'll make the radius quite fewer than other people might think. And now we go on the negative. First in the okay, wait. Let's go on the negative 10s. Yeah, here we go. We need something like that. Wait, something in the negative. What do we have here? Does it do the same effect? Okay, almost. Let's see what else we could play with. Yeah, okay, this is not really giving us much. I think they are too close to each other. Yeah, they're definitely too close. All right, let's try to put it there. This is looking good. Okay, that's it for now. Good. All right, this is looking cool, guys. Let's save before it's too late. And now we finally get to watch some stuff, but let's also merge everything and join everything. And this way we will be able to see everything again. Here it is. That's our column, the very first one. Amazing. And so let's sit down and watch. Oh man, this thing is ruining my body, that's for sure. But it is what it is. That's what I want to do for a living, and I can't complain about it. So here it is. Light, please give us light right there. Spin that light more towards us. Okay, good. Thanks so much. Put it a bit down. Okay, good. Oh man, shit is crazy. Okay, so one down, and let's watch. All right, so let's go back to our join transform. I need to sneeze, so muted mic, we don't need that. So yeah, let's look at that, view it on its own. I like that we brought those two things together. Let's actually choose those two little points and now decide to join those points. Here we are. And now we will connect it. And there's something with the join that we could do. We could apply wrap to last. Okay, and we can see that it will connect those two. And we have tolerance. So tolerance will allow it to have connect a point in the middle in that sense, but we don't want any tolerance, so We just want it to be straight, just like that. And now we have a poly, or we should be able to have a poly mesh, just like that. Good. So that is our first one that we will do. And let's see what else we could do with the other one. I guess we could do the same thing, but I just want to be sure before I do a lot of work. I just want to be 100% sure that we will be doing the same thing. Although we should be doing the same thing. I just need to be sure, basically. Yeah, so we'll pause the recording. Let's test our knowledge with a revolve. That's a new node that we will use. We are here, so we will first of all add a transform node, just a normal one right there, connected. Let's recompute point normals, or actually recompute, not the point normal, wait. Move centroid, yeah, this one. We will move it to the center. Here it is. And now we can see it in the middle. And so what we will do is 0 that. Actually, this one should be a bit up, and we will 0 this. Yeah, we will need it to be right there, and let's see. That is the y-axis. Let's see what we will do with that. We will move it again. Then wait. We'll hit enter. Now we'll be able to move it like right there. And then there's a node that is called a revolve node. Ooh, revolve. All right, so let's make the world revolve around this. We need our perspective view again. Perspective, where are you? Here we are. All right, so we got the perspective, and we can see that the thing is making a revolve. The revolve is revolving. We don't need textures now, so let's see how that looks like. We know that this thing is actually a square, just like in here, so we'll see if we could manage that. It says here 360. What happens if we hit enter? Nope, not that type of enter. Go back, and here enter. All right, so this is our options. These are our options. Nothing, this doesn't change much. This changes the axis. Okay, and this changes the other axis. So you could choose how to manipulate it. Okay, and what does this point up do? What does this do? Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so let's see if we could add. What does this do? We don't know. Well, let's see if we could add some stuff like rows. We don't want that. Let's try columns. We also don't want that. Let's try rows and columns. This looks weird. Let's try to have triangles. We don't want that. All right, that's the one we had before, and that is triangles, reverse triangles. We don't want that. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick to this one, but I don't like that we can't change. We can only change the degree, right? All right, not even that we could change. 360, I guess. Open arc is then how we could change this. Okay. Ooh, what's that inside? Looks interesting. Ooh, cool. Yeah, that shading is completely going bananas right now. So close and keep it 360. What happened if it's on 80? Yeah, the close will keep it close. Okay. Let me think. Revolve, we worked with it before, right? There was another node that we worked with the other day. So let's check that out. Let's go back here, column gen. Let's not this type of columns. Back geo. Sorry, excuse me. This one? No, that's not the one we worked with. The phase gen, yeah. Polyfill and revolve. We worked with revolve, but we were able to actually add the details, and they were. Where was I able to add the details? I was able to in the line itself. All right, right there, right? Yeah, we were able to. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Well, that's important to know. So it's a good learning experience for us. So we'll go inside of here again. And now it is like that. So we will. Oh, wow. That scared the shit out of me. Crazy. Okay. So um, it was just a notification. So yeah, let's just keep it for now. Um, I knew there was more ways to add more details. Come on, I wish I remember, but right here, division. Okay, so if this was to be a forward division, what would happen? Here we go. We got it. Cool. So that is what I was looking for the whole time. Now we will add a transform right before this thing. Ah, man, that took a long time to figure out. But we are on our way to understand this software. Next time, I don't have to wonder so much. Hopefully not. 180. And give me the last. All right, that. Okay, so this is not going to work. Of course, it's not going to work. We need the transform afterwards. And I hope this won't ruin stuff. So let's see. Rotate 360. All right, 360 won't show us much. That means we're probably. Are we? Are we in the right? Are we? Are we though? Let's see. Yeah, okay, so basically I needed a 90 degree, but I. Right? Which degree do I need? Okay, wait. 45 what it was. 45? Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. Cool. So we got that, and it looks very nice. With the revolve, the beauty of it is that we could change the axis a little bit, so as such, so we don't f the we don't fuck with the size, so to speak, right? Because the sizing, the scale, we have measured carefully, or at least I hope we did. So, and now we are back here. This is looking good. Why are there so many points? I guess that's because our main line had so many curves. That's not an issue. Hope it's not. I guess there is a note to simplify it. So for now, good enough. We'll go with it, and we will create the column. So let's do just that. Column is right there, and turn on, my friend, and give me that as a template to look from. This is looking good. We will go back into the into the front view. Actually, maybe the back view is better here. Front, right, front, and bottom, back. All right, so we'll go to the back view. Is that the right view then? If it's the bottom view, absolutely not. Let's go back to the front view then. I just don't know. I don't remember putting it here, but it doesn't matter. So, where's the zero? Zero is right there. However, Mr. Column had... All right, here we go. That's what we wanted. Good. Column, let's go, buddy. Let's give you a transform. Let's transform you into our column. All right. Not before. All right, yeah, we would need that later. Okay, so, but now we need a transform, actually. And we'll hook that thing up, and we will move centroid. We only need that thing now. Wait, like only that thing, and maybe we reference the other thing here. All right, so our transform is all over the place. That doesn't matter though, because we will just zero this thing. Nope, we will not zero this thing. We will zero this thing and take it a bit to here. That looks good. And now what is quite interesting that we will do is go back to 2. So we'll click 2 and to select points and go down, 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 down. Shift this one too, and we will transform them. And not soft, but just normal transform. We'll hit enter, I guess, but first we need to go up. All right, so now we will put them. Okay, so we'll put them. I am just okay. Enter again, and we should be able to still control them now. I think it would have been smarter, but I'm not sure if we would have controlled each one of them at once. Okay, that could have been smarter, right? Unless we could still control each one of them on its own. No. We will then do our nice trick by just selecting one of them. The other one will be deselected and hit enter. And now we are controlling only this point. So transform, please show us the way, my friend. And our selections. Okay, so what we will do is we will manipulate the thing using this. Using the middle mouse button. Here we are. We'll go in the dots here, maybe the lower dots. Okay, I'm just basically making it go horizontal. Just like that. And now we will, oh my god, this looks super weird, right? So that is my way for alignment, because for sure this menu here is aligned. So what we will do is just follow that and 0. Yeah, let's just follow that line. Yeah, this looks good. Now the same thing. We'll copy it, paste it, and put it right there. And we will select the other thing. So come on, select the, where are you? Right there. Here you are, and enter. And now we should be able to, why is it soft selection? Okay, take a transform, paste, and we'll take selectee, and right there, enter. It should work, but we have to rework our stuff again and make it work. Save, don't forget to save. All right, so let's see. And this thing, right? So 0. All right, let's take the menu here as a measurement. The corner of the menu. The top one. Not the corner, the edge of the menu. And now we will go to the zeros. Dot zeros. Yeah, this should be fair enough. And now we take that also in the point 0.01. Okay. Okay. Amazing. We will join them. We will merge them, I guess. First merge. Merge. Sounds good. Please be one object. All right. Now they are. View. Okay, what do we have in here? Looks weird, but let's not take anything else as measurement. Huh? Why are we getting that weird thing here? Did we do something weird? Let's take that as a template. Huh? Okay. And does it happen here too? Okay. Merge might have been the wrong idea. So we don't want that. How is this looking? It's looking weird. Why is it looking weird, guys? Like, what did we do? Did we take the wrong point? I mean, no. But it's still doing weird shit. Okay. So annoying. What are we referencing here that is not working? I don't know. I have no idea what we're referencing. It's not working. Okay. Yeah, we are having that weird issue here. Man, this sucks. Okay, I'll learn. I'll be... We have learned that we could edit the points, So what we will do is delete them, unfortunately. Again here, to select your first and last point. Here we go. And give them a transform. And now we'll put them more to the right. And if we click E, we should be able to edit them, I guess. Well, if we can't, then let's just add edit. Here we go. Now we could edit stuff. And doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I've learned now. So again, edit, add a new one, doesn't matter until it works. Who cares? Here we go. Same thing here. 2 and enter. Okay, we still with this one. Let me think. Where's this point? Just so we have it. It is at 0, 0. Okay. Is it on 0, 0 though? To the local parts. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Back here to this edit. Boom. All right. Go back to 0, please. All right. Now they're aligned. And now we will add join. Actually, we should select them first. And so this plus this. And please join them. They need to be together. Why are we not able to? Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. Hello. Why are we not able to select them? You. Why are we not able to select anything, man? What? Enter. 2. Yeah, okay, select again. Select and now we need to join. Join. What is happening? Oh my god. Okay. Join here, I guess. And please put it together and select. How would this look like now? And 2, this and enter. And then give me a threshold of 0 tolerance. And please connect them. All right, finally. And now in the edit, please, guys, work together. All right, they are kinda. All right, whatever. We have it. We will do the. Give me a second. I think there's something wrong because we said that this is a quarter meter, right? And that is in the scale in Photoshop. It was. It is a quarter meter, the whole thing. So we need half of that in the thing here. All right, so we just not you. All right, maybe that transform, is that the one? All right, and now we need this thing to be half of that size. All right, good. And now this does this. So this transform needs to actually give us the opportunity to work with it, hopefully. What about this transform? Man, why are we getting this artifact now? I don't get it. Why did we started getting that artifact now all of a sudden? So annoying. Let me think a little bit. We seriously need to bring that back to in size though. So what we will do, we'll add another transform Um, let's do it. Transform. Although that will fuck everything up. Um, let's think about it. Let's do bypass. Let's do all type of stuff. Bypass that, bypass that, bypass that, bypass that. All right. So what is this thing? What is it doing? Why is it looking so weird? Here we go. So where are you going, my friend? You don't need to be here. You are here. Okay. Now unbypass that. Go here. Enable that. Enable that. Okay. So what is this thing doing anyway? What is it doing? We'll see. What are you doing? Okay, you're doing this. Good. Then unbypass that and then we enable it. So that is the thing that we don't need, man. Bypass that. Let's take this one. What are you doing? Also taking it to the side. Bypass this. Now take that one. And now, wait a second. Don't bypass that. Let's go back here. We will probably need to go here. Why am I getting only the scale? That's super weird, guys. Come on. And so we put it more to the right. The edit should edit both of them. But it is only editing one of them, which is super weird. All right, so right here, please be on the 0, if you don't mind. Thanks. Good. And what about you, my friend? Do you also need an edit? All right, so 0. Where's the 0? Right there. Okay, good. And we should join both of you and it should work now. Okay, good. We fixed it one by one, step by step. And now we need our revolve node. We hook that up. Then we should be able to see it in the perspective view. Perspective view, give me both visuals, please. And what do we have in here? Why is it not shaded? Let's go in the shading. Give me a flat shade. That looks good. Okay, give me now a smooth shade again. And would that look good? Let's see. Smooth shaded. Yeah, that is amazing. Looking good. Yes, around the same thing we wanted to do so far. Good. All right. So we will add a transform to this. Just a normal one. Here we go. And we'll hook it up and we will recompute. No, not this one. Move. All right. And now we will enable the other thing we created. This one. Please work. All right, wait. Transform. All right, so it looks like that. And this one. And just show me it for now. Go down. All right, now we need the other perspective view. Front view. Yes. All right, so we'll put it down as such. It's way too big. Is it as big as a quarter? Yes, it is. And now we need to work with that one, with the revolver. And we need to put it more on that side. All right, so that is the final size. And we needed, oh, wait. Yes, okay, so let me see. What did we do here with the transform other than this? We should put it in the 0, right? Actually in the 1 up there. Even more, a 1. Let's just do it manually. Fuck it. Okay, right there. I feel like it deserves to be a bit bigger, but I don't know why it's. How much did we change this? Okay, it's because of the rotation. So it is the same thing. Okay, it just looks a bit bigger. All right. Well, let's see if we just increase. Okay, let's go back to the front view, Now, give me the visual of this. Now, wait a second. Give me the visual of this or even this. And now, okay, maybe the visual of this. And now we just make it a bit bigger. So it fits 2 columns, as we can see, and a bit more. Those are 2 columns and a bit more. And let's keep referencing this. Let's go here and take that transform, definitely put it a bit up. And now from the top view, just let me check the message. All right, give me so after a lot of working around, checking where the problem could be, and I've accessed the revolve, and I have just disabled the swap and swap rows and columns, and now we have something like that. Looking good. All right, so I will turn off the normals here and look at it for the final time, last time, and just have it on here and click on that. All right, so guys, we did a good job here. I really like the results. I like that we could still edit it the way we want it. It's not final. And let's, I like to save it because I'm so proud. Let's see, maybe we could still learn a little more. We have maybe 10 minutes. If not, I'll end the video. But for now, I'll go back to the tutorial, maybe try to finish it even. I'll be right back. All right, guys, thanks for joining in on the Twitch stream. All of you that joined, thank you so much. And yeah, if you haven't followed, follow. It will help a lot. And the channel is quite small. If you're on the YouTube, check the episode where we learned Houdini for the first time. And I'm really proud to what we have achieved so far. Things are going really well with the stream. I'm really excited. Next week, Monday, we will start the Double Jump Academy Houdini 4 Games Workshop. I'm looking very much forward for that. If you don't know what that is, check the link in the description below on the YouTube video. Hey, thanks for coming and thanks for joining. I'm just talking to the chat. And yeah, we've been streaming now for 8 hours. And we have 3 hours 30 of recording that the YouTube people will enjoy. All right. Thank you all. I'll take the rest of the night for myself and some Elden Ring. Okay. See y'all later. Bye. Let's stop the recording and stop the streaming.